Hi, this is Cody from Grid50, and I'm going to show you how to list an item on the Grid50 marketplace using our listing form. If you haven't navigated to this page already, you can click Sell in the top menu here when you're logged in. If you're not logged in, just make sure you are, and you should see that in the menu when accessing the site on a desktop. If you do see this page, you're ready to move forward. The What Are You Selling section is pretty straightforward. It's exactly that. You're going to give your item a listing title, which is the title that people see when they're looking for your item on our marketplace. The item brand, which is just the brand of the item that you're selling. And the item category is the category that your item fits in. So for example, I'm going to add a Sony A6500 mirrorless camera, and I'm going to make that the title of my listing. You want to make this as accurate and descriptive as possible to help you stand out, and it would also help when we're using the pricing tool here. If you need to use that brand, you can just select the drop down and it'll open up a bunch of different options, but you can also just type in the option you're looking for and select that. So I'm going to select Sony, and then item category, you want to select the item that your item, or the category that fits best with the item that you're listing. So this is a mirrorless camera, so I'm going to type in mirrorless cameras, which we have a category for. And then once that information is added, our price tool will look up the item in our database, and if we have that information, it'll show the new condition value of that item, what you might pay for it new, and then the used condition value, what someone might pay for it used. So this is helpful if you're not sure what to price your item at. This will give you an idea. The How Much Are You Selling For section allows you to set the condition of your item and to price your listing. In this case, we can select a drop down that shows us a list of different conditions, and you're just going to select the best matching condition for your item. So in this case, I'm just going to choose like new, for example. And then the price is what you want to price your listing at before any shipping costs. So I'm going to just say $500, for example. And then we also have the option to enable offers. And what this means is if you click this or check this box, you will enable offers on your listing. So if someone doesn't want to pay $500, but they want to make an offer on your item, they can do so, and they'll be able to make an offer of, say, whatever they want to make an offer at, say $450 for this item, and you'll receive an email notification, and you can either accept that offer or counter offer or decline. So if you want to enable that option, you just click this box. If you don't want to enable offers on your listing, just leave it blank. The gallery, or let's see what your gear looks like section, allows you to add a featured image and additional images for your listing. The featured image is the image that people will see when they're browsing our marketplace for items. So you want to make sure that is the best image for your listing to make it stand out. But you can also add additional images as necessary. To add an image, all you have to do is click one of these camera icon buttons, and when you do so, a pop-up will come up, and you have a few options here. You can drag and drop images over into this pop-up. You can say select files, and a browser window will come up, so you can select files on your computer. Or if you've already added images, say you added a listing before that you had to delete, but now you need to relist an item, you can say click on media library here, and you can select items that you've added already. For example, I'm going to just drag and drop an image over. I'm just going to use a stock image for the purposes of this tutorial, but you should definitely use real images of your item. And once I drag and drop that over and it uploads, I can say set featured image. And if I want to add additional images, I can just click on these icons over here and add those as necessary. So I already have some up in my library, so I'm just going to select those and add them to the additional images area. If I need to replace an image, I can hover over the images in the additional images area and just click this red X, and then I'll delete that image and I can add a new image. If I want to replace the featured image, I can just click on that, and now we'll remove that, and I can select a new image. And once you have all the images added that you want, you are ready to move on to the next section. The description, or tell us about your gear section, will allow you to add a description for your listing. When doing so, you just want to make sure you follow these guidelines below. Write an accurate and detailed description. Provide as many details about the item you are selling as you can, and if there are any scratches, dents, defects, or any other type of damage like that, just make sure to mention it in your description so shoppers know what to expect if they purchase your item. You can start typing right into this box, or you can copy and paste into it, and you have some formatting options such as bolding the text or using bulleted lists. So when you're happy with all the details that you've added and formatted it as you'd like to see it, you're ready to move on to the next section. The shipping, or how much do you want to charge for shipping section, will allow you to add the shipping costs for your listing. You can choose between national shipping or international shipping. You can offer both, or you can offer one or the other. National shipping is shipping within your own country, and international shipping is shipping outside your country. You can set individual costs for each. For example, I can set $10 for national shipping and $25 for international shipping, anywhere shipping outside my country. I could offer free national shipping if I wanted, free international shipping by just checking these checkboxes. You also have the option to charge shipping once per item if you want to do that. Most often you're just going to leave that unchecked, but you do have that option available. And you can also disable either national shipping or international shipping if you don't want to offer that. So in this case, I'm just going to set $10 shipping as my national shipping fee, and I only want to offer national shipping, so I'm going to disable international shipping for this item by just clicking this checkbox. Once you have all these details filled out, you're ready to move on to the next section. The final few sections here are the Are You Set Up to Receive Payment section and the Is Your Return Policy Set section. In the Are You Set Up to Receive Payment section, this just checks if you've added your PayPal email. So when you sell your item, we can make sure that we pay you for your listing and make sure you get paid. If you have not set that, you'll see a red X here. I do have it set, but if you didn't have this set, you can click this link here and it'll open a new tab where you can fill out your store profile and add your PayPal address as needed and then say Save Changes. And then once you do that, you can come back over here and click the refresh button, and that'll check. And then once that is set, it'll give you a green check mark. The below section works the same way. If you haven't added your return policy, you can click here, and again, it'll open the same page where you can scroll down and set your return policy. I can say, for example, we accept returns within 14 days of receiving your item, and you can set that at whatever you're willing to offer as a return policy. If you don't offer a return policy, just make sure you set that in your return policy area. Say Save Changes. Allow that to update, and then you can go back over to the other tab and then click the refresh button and it'll check. And if this is a red X, it'll update to a green check mark once you've filled that out. With both of those areas set, you should see 2 green check marks, one for each section. And then in the return policy area, you also have the option to mark this item sold as is. So, if someone purchases your item, it's sold as is, and they don't have the option to return that item. In that case, you just need to make sure that you provide an accurate and detailed description, accurate photos, and in doing so, you just make sure you deliver the item as described. And if you want to enable that, you just click the checkbox. If you are going to offer returns and you're fine with selling it not as is, just leave that unchecked. And once you've had all the information filled out up to this point, you can say list item or save draft. If you click list item, your item will go live on our marketplace, or you can save the draft for later.